Hey guys, it's me Deanna and welcome back to Deanna's World. In today's video, I am going to be giving you guys tips on how to get your crush, talk to your crush, basically the whole thing on crushes. So I haven't done a sit down video in a long time, but I am back and this video will not disappoint you guys. But before we start with this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below which videos you guys want me to do next. Also, make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. They'll be on the screen and a link in the description below. And without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing is to make sure he's not an athlete. Just kidding, that was clearly a joke. So make sure you laugh at that joke. But in all seriousness, the first thing to do if you want to talk to your crush or be in a potential relationship with your crush, make sure they are not in a relationship. I promise you, I do not condone homewrecking on my channel. And I promise you, if you do somehow pull your crush or y'all start dating and he or she was already with someone before and you basically broke that relationship up to get with him, I promise you, karma is going to bite you in the back really bad. That is homewrecking. That is not right to do. I don't know why people think that's okay to do. You guys probably like, oh, well, it's just an obstacle. They don't even like each other. Like, the home was already broken before. No. If the home was broken before, then eventually they're gonna break up. If you really like him that much and you think he's not happy in the relationship, please at least wait until he's not with her or she's not with him anymore to get with them, because karma's gonna bite you in the back if you start being with him or her while they're in a relationship and they're cheating on their significant other with you. Like, that's not okay, and karma's gonna bite you in the back. And also, relationships that build like that never last. I promise you. Like, they literally never, like, there's not a single relationship you can tell me that's happy and healthy when the person stole someone's man. We don't do that. We're not doing that. So just off the bat, don't steal anyone's man, don't steal anyone's girl. If they're in a relationship, just wait for them to not be in a relationship, or just, I don't know, find another crush. There's many other fish in the sea, and I promise you, you don't have to steal someone's man to be in a relationship. You can find your own. There's very many single men and women out here for you to be with. So don't steal anyone's man or girl, because that is just wrong. Okay. So now this second tip is more of when you're talking to him, and this one is to smell good. I promise you, he or she, whoever you like or have a crush on, are not going to want to date you or even talk to you if you stink. So do everyone a favor around you. Put on some deodorant, take a shower, put lotion on your body, and put on perfume or cologne or whatever your preference is, because I promise you, they're not going to want to talk to you if you stink. That is a biggest turnoff for everybody. Everyone has different turnoffs, everyone has different icks, but everyone's ick, like, for all of the people who ever existed that like someone, if they stink, they're not gonna want to talk to you. If you stink, the teacher's not even going to want to answer your question. So what makes you think your crush is going to like you back? Please just do everyone in your class and in your school a favor and take a shower. Okay. The next thing is dress nice. And this is also while you're in, like, the crush stage, while you are still fresh and you guys aren't in a relationship yet. Once you guys eventually do pursue a relationship, then you can start wearing, baggy clothing, because you already got them. You don't need to, look like Beyonce every day. But while you do like him, it is important to look like Beyonce every day, because you just want to look your best for your crush. You want him to notice you. You want him to give you something to compliment about, whether it's your hair or your outfit or your shoes. You don't want to be wearing busted Air Force Ones. He's probably going to think you're dirty and musty because he doesn't know you like that yet, or she doesn't know you like that yet. So make sure while you guys are still in that crush stage, while you still like him, you don't know if he likes you back, make sure you're dressing nice and looking presentable, because if you don't, you're gonna look bummy to him. So maybe wait until you guys are actually in a relationship to dress with baggy clothing. But while you still like him, make sure you dress presentable, because if you don't, he's probably not even going to notice you. So the next thing to do is lean in when you talk to him. Now, my mom taught me this one, so I know it's right. If you're just like all the way back, and he's like all the way over there, he's probably not gonna even think you like him to know if he wants to like you back. So when you're leaning in, kind of flirting just a little bit, that gives him like a sign. Yes, boys are very, very, very dumb, but I think they can catch on to those simplest things like that, like leaning in when you talk to him, looking him in the eye, which is another thing. Look your crush in the eye so they know that you have their attention, and you know, boys like attention. So when you're like looking them in the eye, like directly in the eye like this, and when you're leaning in, they might take that as a hint. Now, all boys are different, most boys are dumb, but I think majority of the boys can take it as a hint when the girl looks them in the eye, leans into him. That's not really friendly type stuff, you know. Girls don't really do that to just like regular friends. So if you're like leaning in, looking him in the eye, he might catch on, take that as a sign, take that as a hint. And yeah. Now this next one is if you have a class with him. If you have a class with him, try to sit by him. Now I know some teachers have assigned seats, but like I'm in high school and we don't really have assigned seats in high school. And if you're in middle school, maybe you guys have assigned seats. Maybe your teachers let you guys pick a seat and then you have to stick with that. Hopefully your teacher does that. And if he is in your class or she is in your class, try to sit by them. If your teacher gives you assigned seats, when you guys leave the class, try to walk with him to the next class, you know? That gives you a bonus points. Like if your crush goes to your school, that gives you like bonus points because you have more time to see him and give him hints that you like him. So like sitting next to him in class, or even like helping him with homework, or I don't know, just doing anything that you can to be next to him or around him. Figure out like if he's on like the basketball team or football team or whatever. Try to go to his games so you have more time to kind of be with him and be in an area with him, if that makes sense. I don't think it does, but figure it out. So if you guys are in class, if you guys go to the same school, this is the perfect time to get his Snapchat, his number, his Instagram, whatever. Now, I know a lot of us girls are shy. Now, I am one of those too. If I have a crush, he probably wouldn't even know I liked him because I don't look him, I don't do any of the things I can do to give him a hint that I like him, which is why I'm doing this video. Hopefully I take my own advice one day. But get his Snapchat. If you're too scared to get his number, which that is a bit bold, like, hey, can I get your number? Like, that is a bit bold. But like, I feel like now in our day and age of social media, it's easier to get the social media, you know, especially Snapchat. All of us teens, like from 10 to 18, use Snapchat. And if he's on, even if he's just like on your quick add him, or if someone mentions him in their story, add him, or just like, if you're sitting around, take a picture. This is like a really good tip. Take a picture with him and be like, oh, I want to post this on my story, but I don't have your @ so let me tag you. And that's like a really easy way to get his Snapchat. Like, see, I'm giving y'all scenarios. Proper left or right. Y'all better take this advice. This advice is for free. Y'all need to take it. But yeah, like I'm saying, like, just do little things that you can to like get his Snapchat, because teens are on their phones more than they are in reality, if that makes sense. Like, we spend more time on our phones than we do kind of like in real life. So I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but social media is really important for relationships because that gives you guys more time to communicate with each other. So the next thing is, when you get his Snapchat or Instagram or even phone number, if you were bold, don't be dry. He is going to cut you off so quickly if you were dry. Boys get bored very easily. I hate to say it, but I think all of us ladies know this. Boys get bored really easily. So if you're dry and just like, hey, hi, good morning, how are you? Like, that's so boring. Try to engage in conversations. Like, try to start a conversation that will last for a long time. Be like, hey, you know, Thanksgiving was just yesterday. When I'm filming this video, Thanksgiving was yesterday. Say like, did you go to your families? Like, what did you eat? Like, are you going to the football game? Are you going to the basketball game? If they're on the team, say like, what time is your game so I can come? Like, what number are you? Stuff like that to engage in conversations. If you're a girl who likes sports and you're talking to a guy who plays sports, you get points. You get automatic points. And also, if you're a girl and you don't like sports or just like don't really know anything about sports and you like a guy who plays sports, don't act like you know sports to get him, because that's not being yourself, and you don't want to get with a guy who doesn't even know who you really are. So if you're like pretending you like sports and you know deep down inside like you actually don't know anything about basketball or football stuff, then maybe try to talk about something different. Like, you don't have to have everything in common with the guy or girl you like, but if you guys do have something in common, try to talk about that a lot. And if you guys have stuff in difference, which everyone does because none of us are alike, talk about that too. Like, if he likes pineapple on his pizza, first of all, drop him. But if he does, talk to him. You know, stuff that can keep a conversation alive, because if you're dry, he's going to want to drop you. And that goes for girls too. If guys are dry, if you're a guy watching this, we're going to drop you. Like, we don't want to be bored either. Like, that's just, you're going to be put in the friend zone. Probably not even the friend zone. Probably like the back of the Snapchat, like all the way down. Not even on the best friends list, not even the 5 after the best friends list, like all the way down the line. If you're boring, like if you're boring, then you might as well just be with yourself, because just nobody likes boring people. So the last and final thing, last but never least, is to compliment them. Notice the little things about them. Like, if they get a new pair of shoes, I know the day that I'm filming this is Friday, so it's Black Friday. Your boo thing may have got a new pair of shoes, or whatever. Try to notice that. Be like, oh my gosh, I like your shoes. Like, those are cute. I like your outfit. You got a haircut. Like, notice little things about them. Because also, like, noticing little things about them can also lead to a bigger conversations. I know I'm a sneakerhead, so when I see a guy who has clean shoes, like, it just makes my day. It really does. But like noticing little things like that, like, oh my gosh, I like your shoes. I like your outfit. You got a haircut. I see you. Like, okay, like, notice the little things and compliment them. And also, like I said in the previous tip, like, dress nice so they can compliment you too, because you're giving them room to compliment you. That means you're giving them room to start a conversation with you, and that's what you want, is to start a conversation, because conversations can lead to bigger things, and then bigger things can lead to you potentially pulling your crush, which is what this video is all about. Okay guys, so hopefully this video helps, because that is it. And that is all the tips I have for you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, if this video did help you, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so you get notified every single time I post. Follow all of my social medias. They'll be on the screen and link in the description below. That's for today's video. Bye guys.